Welcome to xEssentials Lite Connector Edition. So we're going to take all of these different tools and make all of this connect to wire. Let's begin. Alright, quick and dirty. We're going to do soldering with a heat shrink over the top of it to prevent any water intrusion. So what you want to do is obviously get both ends of your wire together, get your soldering iron hot. I'll leave you up to what degree you want to do. There's all kinds of theories on different temperatures. I personally like to go really hot, that way in and out quickly and with less chance of burning or bubbling my insulation on both ends. So clean off your soldering iron really well, and then grab your solder. You apply your solder to the tip, like so. If you get too much, you can flick it off like so. You can clean it off again and apply one more time. This is called tinning your tip. And a mistake a lot of people do is they try to apply the tip of the soldering iron to your work area, but that's incorrect. So bring these wires together like this and then tightly wrap them like so. You want to go opposite directions on both ends. So there's a nice tight splice that shouldn't even come apart like that, but we're just going to make it go the extra mile, and we will apply our solder. So here we go. Again, apply the solder to your tip. Sorry, probably not on camera. All right, so now it's nice and shiny. Again, you don't want your soldering iron tip to touch. You want to put the back side of it underneath. That way you're applying heat to your splice and not just at the tip. So now we just apply our solder. Should start going onto the wires. You don't need a lot. You just need enough to tin right over the edge like so. Boom, we're done. And notice I was too close to the insulation, so that's even better for this instructional video. You really don't want that. We'll still be okay because we're going to put the heat shrink over top of it, so that's not going to be a problem. But what that can do is that can make the actual wires become hard in that section. But I think we'll be all right when we start to apply some heat shrink over the top of it. Let's find out. So now you got to wait for this to cool down a little bit because your heat shrink, it will get too much heat and it'll shrink on itself. I personally use a 3-to-1 heat shrink material, and it's adhesive lined. What that means is there's adhesive in it so that when we apply heat to it, the adhesive should come out both ends and prevent water from intruding into your splice and corroding the wires. 3-to-1 means that it will shrink down to a third of its size, and should give you a nice good solid seal. So there we go. There's our heat shrink over the top of your joint. Make sure it's right in the center like so. Grab your heat gun. I do it on low temperature. And there you go. That's a quick and dirty xEssentials Lite heat shrink solder. So you're good to go on that portion.